This is a CBS News update. I'm Mary Calvi. Security video reveals the horrific moments after a violent attack on a home health aide in the Bronx. Incredibly, she is expected to survive. Police say the suspect lives in a nearby psychiatric hospital. Here's CBS News' Natalie Duddridge in the Mott Haven section of the Bronx.
Surveillance video shows 62-year-old Maria Rios stumble out of an apartment in Mott Haven, stunned and bleeding from her chest, after police say she was stabbed several dozen times. She knocks on doors in the hallway for help until a neighbor opens and calls 911.
She's bleeding. Please come get this lady.
As Rios sits in the corner bleeding profusely, you can see another neighbor, Maria Guardiola, in the black top, come to her aid.
She was stabbed so many times, and she had a wound that the blood was just like pouring out of her chest.
Guardiola says she tried to calm Rios down while also calling 911. You can see her pacing around, waiting for police and paramedics to arrive.
The only thing I remember was crying a lot and telling her to, to stay still, to don't move, that they were coming for her.
Neighbors say Rios is a home health aide who cares for a 90-year-old woman with dementia. They asked Rios what happened.
She said the grandson said, if I touch his grandmother again, I'm going to kill you.
The NYPD says that grandson, 45-year-old Marcus Gomez, was arrested at the scene. Video shows police walk him out of the apartment in handcuffs, wearing a nightgown.
He must have cleaned himself off because I didn't see too much blood on him. He must have wiped off and changed into the gown.
Police say Gomez's residence is listed as the Creedmoor Psychiatric Center in Queens. It's unclear if he's a current patient there.
A fatal accident this morning on the Gowanus kills a man on his way to work. Police say a tire flew off a garbage truck and hit the windshield of an SUV in the opposite lane. The 64-year-old driver of that car died. Police say the victim worked at the NYPD in building maintenance. And arrested in the shooting death of a New Jersey pizza delivery man, 18-year-old Andy DeJesus and 18-year-old Joel Nunez were charged with murder. Police say Derve Almonte Moore was making a pizza delivery on July 15th in Clifton when several people came up to his car. Police say he was shot while trying to drive away, then hit a tree. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The two suspects are scheduled to be in court later today. Happening today, the Manhattan DA's new policy not to prosecute low-level marijuana cases goes into effect. People will not be arrested for smoking marijuana in public or possessing small amounts, but arrests will be made in cases where the drug is being sold or if it poses a threat to public safety. The Brooklyn DA's office stopped prosecuting low-level marijuana cases in 2014. And police are warning residents about a package stealing spree across Manhattan. Investigators say one man is struck at least 15 times at residential buildings after ringing doorbells to get inside. He allegedly opens packages and pockets the contents. Police say from January to July, he's stolen a total of more than $2,500 worth of merchandise. A Long Island woman believes she narrowly escaped being killed by a man accused of targeting women on dating apps. Zania Barney met 27-year-old Daniel Drayton on the app Plenty of Fish last year. Drayton is charged with the murder of a Queens nurse and the rape of a Brooklyn woman. Barney says she was badly beaten by him as well and survived thanks to 3 men who saved her.
He choked me. Like, I still have the mark here to this day from him sticking his thumbs, like his thumbs so far in my throat. He was trying to kill me.
And I heard screams from a vehicle and movement, and, I just kind of started walking over.
Barney broke up with Drayton in June, unaware of the allegations against him. Investigators say Drayton claims to have been involved in 6 other murders, but there's no evidence of that yet. The humidity's back, so are the threat of showers. Here is John Elliott with what we can expect in today's forecast. Hey, John.
Yeah, that's the big complaint, the humidity. It is really soupy out there. All right, 11 o'clock, we've got drops on the lens, clouds in the city, and 77 degrees. Dew points are up from yesterday by 10 to 15 to 17 degrees. So the atmosphere obviously conducive to showers, and we're seeing some heavier rain through parts of northern Westchester down into Rockland. And look at that badge, Sullivan, Ulster County. You can see through parts of Passaic County as well. Now, again, they're riding from south to north, so you are going to start to see some totals that, to appreciate, could see an inch of rain in some of the, that would be the exception, not the rule. And look at much of the area, it's just a waiting game. You wait to see these on-again, off-again showers. But it is going to be the pattern over the next few days. It's the proximity of the low and that flow out of the southwest. Keeps things warm, keeps things humid, and you've got that rainmaker today, tomorrow, again on Friday, and then still about a 40% chance on Saturday. Want to point out, too, that Thursday and Friday are both hot days. So with those dew points, the heat index values could be in the mid-90s. And then, Mary, speaking of the 90s, look at how hot it gets Sunday into the first part of next week.
Certainly does. All right, John, thanks so much. A casino in New Jersey becomes the fourth to offer sports betting today. Harrah's Casino started taking sports bets just moments ago at 11 a.m. 2 days ago, its sister property Bally's did the same. The Borgata and Ocean Resort are also offering sports bets, along with 2 horse racing tracks, the Meadowlands and Monmouth Park as well. Now to commuter alert, new ferry routes are on the way for New York City residents thanks to high demand. Beginning August 15th, there will be NYC ferry service in and out of the Soundview section of the Bronx ending at Wall Street. And beginning August 29th, there will be service in and out of the Lower East Side, the route ending at Long Island City, Queens. Since its launch in May of last year, NYC ferry has served over 5 million riders. A former Penn State University student avoids jail time in the hazing death of a fraternity pledge. Ryan Burke was sentenced to 3 months of house arrest after pleading guilty to lesser charges. Prosecutors say he gave 19-year-old Timothy Piazza an excessive amount of alcohol during a party last year. Piazza died from a skull fracture after falling down a flight of stairs. About 100 plane passengers are counting their blessings this morning after surviving what could easily have been a deadly crash. Their Aeromexico jetliner took off in a blustery storm in the state of Durango in northern Mexico Tuesday. It was apparently struck by a gust of wind and smashed down into a nearby field. The plane skidded but stayed intact. Everyone was able to get off before the plane caught fire. 49 people were hospitalized, mostly with minor injuries. The captain of the flight was the most seriously hurt in this. A baby in Jackson Heights, Queens, is alive and well this morning thanks to the actions of a rookie police officer. He had the chance to use some very recent training when the child suddenly stopped breathing. As CBS2's Allie Bauman reports.
A warm hello outside the 115th precinct in Queens. Rebecca Alarcon is much calmer now greeting Officer Osvaldo Nunez than she was a day earlier when her 20-month-old baby Leah stopped breathing Monday night in their home around the corner.
And I screamed, like, I need help. Please call 911. I told the father, please call 911. Forget about it. I'm just going to go to the police. The
first cop she saw, a 22-year-old rookie standing at the front door.
She was really scared. You know, her daughter wasn't breathing.
I need a CPR right now, please. Save my daughter's life.
Leah didn't have much time.
She was unconscious, unresponsive. She had no pulse.
Officer Nunez picked the baby up without missing a beat and brought her inside.
This is where we laid the baby. Careful of the head, and just started, doing chest compressions over here.
He knew what he was doing. He knew what he had to do, and nothing was going to stop him from saving that child.
Officer Nunez just graduated from the police academy last month. This was his first time giving CPR to anyone, but he stayed calm through 25 CPR cycles until baby Leah woke up.
When she was okay, she gave me a hug and just laid on my shoulder.
It's like you're a rookie in the baseball and you win your World Series in your first year.
Leah was treated at the hospital for the high fever that led her to lose consciousness. Once she felt better, Leah's mom brought her back to the precinct to say thank you.
I have my daughter back because of him. I bless him.
Well, it's like a movie, a nice ending of a movie.
Now Leah is back on her feet and has a hero ready to help right around the corner. From Jackson Heights, Queens, Allie Bauman, CBS 2 News.
A California boy with Olympic dreams is well on his way after beating a record set by none other than Michael Phelps. This past Sunday, 10-year-old Clark Kent accomplished the nearly superhuman feat at the Far West International Championship in California. It's a record Phelps set, the most decorated Olympian of all time, back in 1995.
It's the 100-meter butterfly, and I broke a Michael Phelps record of 1:10.48. I won a time of 1:09.38. Never give up on your dreams, no matter what anybody says. And yes, that was one of my dreams, to beat Michael Phelps' record since I was 7.
And Clark placed first in 7 events at the competition. Way to go, Clark Kent. That is your CBS 2 News update. I'm Mary. Calvi, join us in just a moment for a live Facebook after show.